Good afternoon. Welcome to Buenavista National High School 4th Graduation Rites Virtual Ceremony.
Hail, dear beloved Nicolanda, of the Virgin of Peña Francia, renowned for healing and exceeding from dawn to dusk. We're singing our praise to thee, where the flames, sparkling rivers and seas, hills and mountains breeze adore. From the shores across the seas, all nature's gift to thee abound. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, our native land behold. Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Masbate, Sorsogon. Sinisogiliga, nagalikaw, Legazpi, Tabaco, Sorsogon, and Masbate, abode of noble heroes, land of the free. Oh, Mount Mayon is watching over thee. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet afraid, to truth and dignity we give in. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet afraid, to truth and dignity we give in. The truth and dignity we give in. We give in.
Let us offer our hearts to God and feel His presence.
A little boy of 13 was on his way to school. He heard a crowd of people laughing and he went to take a look. Thousands were listening to the stories of one man. He spoke with such wisdom, even the kids could understand. The hours passed so quickly, the day turned into night. Everyone was hungry, but there was no food in sight. The boy looked in his lunchbox at the little that he had. He wasn't sure what good it'd do. There were thousands to be fed, but he saw the twinkling eyes of Jesus, the kindness in his smile, and the boy cried out with the trust of a child. He said, "Take my 5 loaves and 2 fishes, do with it as you will. I surrender. Take my fears and my inhibitions, all my burdens, my ambitions. You can use it all to feed them small.
The faculty and staff, headed by our beloved school head, Miss Melody Velasco. A welcome address by Fa George Hasareno, Academic Excellence Awardee.
Sa ating ginagalang panauhing pandangal o ICPSDS, Abigail Chia. Sa masipag at mabait na punong guro, Ginang Melody M. Velasco. Sa nagagandahan at nagwawapo ang mga guro, sa mga barangay official, sa ating mapagmahal na mga magulang, bisita at kapwa kong mag-aaral. Isang maganda at mapagpalang hapon sa inyong lahat. Hindi natin makakaila na marami tayong pagkakaiba-iba sa ating pag-ugali, hilig, paniniwala, talento at estado sa buhay. Sa 6 na taon kong pag-aaral dito sa Buenavista National High School, pakikisalamuha sa iba pang mga mag-aaral, tumatak sa aking puso at isipan ang pagkakaiba-iba naming lahat. Nandyan ang magaganda, matataray at mababait. May mga pilosopo at kung minsan ay walang respeto sa kanilang guro. May mga palabiro at kung makatawa, akala mo walang problema. May mga magagaling din pagdating sa larangan ng musika at pagsayaw. Magaling sa matematika, Ingles, Pilipino at iba pang asignatura. May mga pandak na mataba, payat na pandak at matangkad na payat. May mga maputi at maiitim. May mga determinadong makapag-aral kung minsan ay nagpapabaya. Nandyan din ang mga kamag-aral kong na kung mag-away ay parang aso at pusa. May mga initin ang ulo at may mga patalino din kung magsalita. Mga maiingay at tahimik lang. Nandyan rin mag-aaya na bibili pero wala namang perang dala. Yung papasok sa klase pero walang dalang ballpen at papel. Sa kabila ng aming pagkakaiba-iba, kami ay magkakasundo. Hindi man kami inuugnay ng aming pagkatao, nakakabuo kami ng isang matatag na samahan. Kahit minsan ay nakakabanghayan, hindi pa din nakakatiisan. Nakabuo kami ng isang tunay na masaya at puno ng pagmamahalang pagkakaibigan. Sa taong ito, tayo'y magtatapos sa kabila ng ating dinanas na hamon sa buhay. Marami mang pagsubok sa ating pag-aaral, lalo na't ngayong panahon ng pandemya. Pag-aaral na ating nakasanayan, ngayon pandemya ay napalitan. Sa kabila ng problemang ating kinakaharap, tayo'y tutuloy sa pag-aaral para sa ating pangarap. Sa kabila ng hamon na ito, mga guro'y nagpupursige upang makagawa ng paraan upang estudyante ay maturuan, mapamodular man o online class. Habang tayo'y lumalaban sa hindi mawaring sakit, huwag nating hayaan na pati pag-aaral ay ipagkait. Edukasyong nasa gitna ng pandemya, dapat tayo'y magkaisa. Paigtingin ang pananampalataya sa Diyos na siyang lumikha. Nais ko lang sabihin sa inyo kapwa kong mag-aaral, kahit na anumang pagsubok o hamon sa ating buhay, tayo'y magpatuloy sa pag-aaral upang makamit ang inaasam na magandang buhay. Sa ating pagtatapos, nais kong sabihin sa inyo na sana manatili ang ating pagkakaibigan. Sa ating pagtatapos, Nais kong iwan ang kasabihang lahat ng bago naluluma. Ang tao tumatanda, ang ganda ay kumukupas. Pero ang halaga ng tunay at matagal na kaibigan ay hindi nagbabago kailanman. Sa muli, magandang hapon at maraming salamat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the candidates for graduation. Abuedo Jonah A. Agnote John Ray R. with honors. Ana Angelica M. with honors. Barcenas Muriel L. with honors. Basilonia Regine C. Bichaida Rodelin B. Bichaida Tonton B. Belda Ira May O. Bernacer Rhea B. with honors. Buere Ira Nicole G. Buising Jeremy D. Buhatin Jeline R. with honors. Carillo Melchan J. M. Certeza Paula M. with honors. Cortez Rossi C. Dubloso Marlu S. Espino Marjolin V. with honors. Espinosa Leslie L. Esquilon Janelle A. with honors. Hiliego Angelica L. Wab John Carlo. Hardin Angelica M. with honors. Hasareno Fa George D. with honors. Lasona Jessica C. with honors. Lasona Mark Angelo E. with honors. Lasona Rico M. Legaspi Rachel May L. with honors. Legaspi Jesame A. Leo Perens L. with honors. Liacer Catherine M. with honors. Liames Vincent A. Loria Camille R. Lorilia Jane R. Luzano JRS. Mabini Alaysa M. with honors. Malyo Rico M. Manforte Angel C. with honors. Marmol Caleb Monre B. Mendaza Emmanuel B. Mendaza Rochelle L. with honors. Miranda Kenneth C. Navas Maria Victoria L. with honors. Navas Rachel May M. Nol Lidwina R. with honors. Pamplona Jason V. Pamplona Jerome V. Pita Irene C. with honors. Kimpo Jerry L. Trinidad John Dave O. with honors. And the lovely advisor of Gas Tokyo, Jenny S. Hanoras. Abuedo John Razzle A. Alim Ayalin G. Almin Joven A. Aparicio Ariel P. Aparicio Rafael M. Ariola Juval P. Arangues Alicia A. Bilansing Nika A. with honors. Bernacer Ronel Jr. C. Buhatin Jake B. Buhatin Darwin M. Buhatin Jomar J. Dilio Jordan P. Espinosa Jan Iron L. Espinosa Phil L. Esplana Divine B. Hime Lenny P. with honors. Hile Mariz C. Azarino Jessica I. with honors. Labanco Junicio Jr. L. Laurio Regine N. Legaspi Jeline C. Levantino John Mark C. Levantino Joshua E. Like Bimbo B. Lumerio Giselle A. Losande Nico S. Lutino Ani L. Malyo Johnny P. Makiniana Mark Dominic A. Marania J.L. Marbelia Jeneline M. Marino Jimboy M. Miguela Maria Gracia M. Miranda Marjorie E. Oliva Vincent D. Ordiales Leabel S. with honors. Pamplona Christian L. Polino Joraline J. Pedrosa Angeline A. with honors. Rehuso Jenny M. with honors. Villanueva Melmar A. Vitancor Monique O. Vitancor J.D. And the lovely advisor, Janice M. Luciniada. To present the official number of candidates, please welcome our beloved school head, a very gorgeous and hardworking Miss Melody M. Velasco.
I have the honor to present 93 candidates for graduation. The school year 2020-2021, 46 of whom are male and 47 are female. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements for senior high school curriculum as prescribed for secondary schools by the Department of Education. Sir, they are now ready for confirmation.
With the authority vested in me as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division of Sorsogon Province, and upon recommendation of your school head that you have completed all the requirements of the senior high school under the K-12 Basic Education Program, school year 2020 to 2021, I now officially confirm your graduation. As such, you are now eligible to enroll in any tertiary education institution in the country. My congratulations to all of you.
I, Rochelle Lumari Mendoza, solemnly swear that I will faithfully adhere to the ideals and principles of my institution wherever I go and whatever I may attain. I further pledge solemnly that I will be efficient so as to improve myself to its fullest, to be able to contribute to the well-being of my country and people. I shall strive to live up to the standard of excellence of my alma mater, to elevate the mind and strengthen character, and to be always on the side of the law, freedom and justice for the service of God, country, and mankind. I'll be faithful to God, to others, and most especially to myself, because this is the path through peaceful way of life.
To our distinguished guest speaker, OICP STS Abigail Cha, to our incomparable school head teacher, Mrs. Melody M. Velasco, to our enthusiastic and hardworking teachers, to beloved parents, stakeholders, students, and graduates, good afternoon. The coronavirus pandemic has influenced almost everything, partially or completely changing the normal stagnant life. The influence did not pass by education but dramatically changed it. From traditional learning system, which is face-to-face classes, turned into modular distance learning. Even though we can still interact nowadays through chat rooms and video calls, the experience cannot be compared to that of a traditional campus gathering. We cannot deny the fact that we really miss what we used to be before. However, despite this pandemic, there's still beauty on it. Distance education have helped many students who are unable to attend campus-based to realize their educational aspirations. The learning instructions are disseminated over the internet and also through distributing modules given by our teachers. Therefore, it allows such students to find their convenient time to study without interfering with their already busy schedule. Also, since we are all struggling in the challenges this pandemic have brought, it verily affects one's financial status. Therefore, distance learning helps parents and students to conserve their money and spend it with more important basic needs of life, such as foods, than using it for commuting to and from school. Lastly, asking questions about a hard concept about a given topic can also be embarrassing for shy students. But that's not the case with distance learning. A disciplined, a self-motivated student can learn at his or her own pace. That means learners with different abilities can learn more and have the opportunity to explore. Until now, I am amazed and stunned for achieving these great things. I can still remember all along this pandemic, I'm always crying in front of my papa every time my PE teacher will mandate us to create a dance video, and when other teachers will require us to draw and make a poster. Obviously, I hate arts before. Not because of the art itself, but because I don't have any skills to make it. But from I cannot make it turn into wow, I made it statement. Just then I realized I can make it if I will allow myself to be out of my comfort zone and give myself enough time to focus on it. And that is one of the benefits of distance learning amidst the pandemic. We have enough time for ourselves and for our family. Most of people will say that COVID-19 pandemic is the hindrance for strengthening the quality of education. But I beg to disagree. This pandemic is a great opportunity for individual. I remember my pastor's analogy about a farmer planting a seed. We make it easy to feel buried by our circumstances right now, like a seed. Did the farmer bury the seed? Well, yes, but he also planted it. So what's the message of this? We are all like seeds. Instead of feeling buried by our situation because of the pandemic, we must realize that disappointment and sleepless nights doing our schoolworks that has been piled upon us is not meant to bury us, but to plant us in a way that will allow us to grow and prosper into who we are meant to be. So, as we move on from this place and embark on the next big journey of life, whether that is college, the workforce, or something else, life will at some point begin to feel like it's going too fast. But we are not at this point of our lives without the help of Buenavista National High School teachers headed by Mrs. Melody Velasco. This school had a hand in shaping almost half of my life. Thank you to all teachers who are dedicated and hardworking. Thank you classmates for the camaraderie and teamwork. Thanks be to the people who came and left, but more of those who believed and stayed. Thanks be to my family, especially to my papa who did and gave his best to sustain my needs to be educated. But more importantly, we thank God for achieving these things because of His unending love and grace. So to the graduates of batch 20 and 21, nothing wrong to always academically excel in school because honors, awards, other recognitions, they are not served on a silver platter. They are earned the hardest way. So, if you feel like you haven't achieved anything yet in life, chill. We have different timelines. Carry on. It is never too late to reinvent yourself, pursue your passion, and find that happiness. Thank you and congratulations!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because we are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations! Salute to all the parents, completers, graduates, and stakeholders of Buenavista National High School. To the parents of the completers and graduates, I admire your strength for supporting the needs of your children and facing the trials, especially this time of pandemic. To the completers and graduates, you are now ready to face the chaos of life with dignity, and you are now globally competitive individuals, believing that poverty, ethnicity, should never be a hindrance to attain one's full potential. To the teachers who gave their time and effort with love and compassion in every endeavor that you may be partake in each grade level before you reach this moment. Thank you. To the community and stakeholders who are always willing to support to all the needs of our school without hesitation, we will not fully implement each project without your support. Buena Familia, we wish you all a successful life ahead. Happy completion and graduation. Good luck and God bless you all.